Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream with Mint Market. I'm happy to be back. At the very beginning, let me remind you that all being said here is my personal opinion, and all the trades are done in a demo account. So please do not take anything I say or do here as investment advice. Don't use real money. You can potentially lose real money. With that being said, let us start into the new week. I will give you my analysis about the market. I will give you my opinion. I will try to find live trades, which I will execute in front of you live. And let's see what we can carve out this week. We had a very volatile start into the week. As you can see, we already had a huge opening gap. We had a weekly opening gap down of almost 30 handles, and we are down almost 200 handle in the S&P since the opening. So huge volatility right now, huge down day. We are almost came down to the low of April, and yeah, we will start and see what we can carve out today. One of my targets I had marked here was already hit just now at 10 a.m. We have, let's go to the calendar. We have ISM service PMI at 10 a.m. had today. So news right now, and we will see what we can find. We have this 15-minute high taken out just now, and we will see we have another 15-minute high here at 5:30 being taken, and we have another 15-minute high here from Monday the 5th August. Let's see if that liquidity run was already, if that run higher is sustained and we go deeper back into the weekly opening gap, or if this was a turtle soup run and we may see lower prices and a market structure shift in this session. That's actually what my trade idea is right now. We are in a premium market today. We had the 8:30 opening here. Let me outline real quickly where the midnight opening price was. That was around here. Here is our midnight opening price. Let's stretch that out. So that's the New York midnight opening. So we are in a premium relative to the 8:30 opening, but we are in a discount still relative to the midnight opening. This shaded area here is our opening range gap from last week's close to today's 9:30 opening, and I'm curious to see if we get any kind of market structure shift after taking out this 15-minute high here. That would maybe give me a short setup here. I'm not trying to pick bottom or top, so since we had a significant market structure shift here, I think that on the daily chart what we could see is these lows here. So we have a low here from Tuesday, May 2nd, and from Friday, April 19th. So that's what I'm watching. I think we can potentially see them being rated. So I'm observing what price is doing here. And after we took out the 15-minute high here, so far it looks like price is going lower. So we'll see if we get the market structure shift here, and I might enter a short here once we get that. So far we don't have the red line here is the old 15-minute high from today's morning session. So it's the red line here. We are back below that line. However, so far there is no market structure shift. This here would be the first visible market structure shift in my opinion here, this low here. So let's see what we get. Let's check out the chat function real quick. Alright, seems to work so far. So far we have not broken any market structure shift, neither on the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, nor the 15-minute. However, we are below the 15-minute high again. We had a market opening at 9:30, ran up, took the high out, and now seems like we are going lower at the moment. So we have here with the blue areas here is our weekly opening gap from Friday to today to Sunday, and And this pink shaded, purple shaded area is the opening range gap from Friday's close to today's 9:30 opening. And also what I want to do is I want to measure this range, and I want to get the view on the 50% level here. So that's our 50. Oops, that was the wrong. I want to know the 50% level of this opening range. And let's see if we get a nice short here. We have already moved a lot today to the downside, but we might want to see lower prices still. So far, we have still no market structure shift, and that's okay, because if we don't get a market structure shift on a lower time frame, that also protects us from a potential wrong traded here. So the market structure shift for me is confirmation that after we took out this 15-minute Monday 7 o'clock high, we are in fact want to go lower. If I don't see this market structure shift, that's for me, it's a lack of confirmation, and I might be wrong. And that also kind of protects me of a potential losing trade sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. And it also gives me a very good risk management parameter, because I can put my stop above the high of the market structure shift on a lower time frame. So it allows me to minimize the risk. And if I don't get the setup, it's not a problem. So we have our we have one fair value gap here. It's a small one, but still. We have another fair value gap here formed already. So I'm watching this, if this is being respected. We have a higher one here. We have to consider that as well. It might want to go up into this as well before going lower. And that's it basically, in my opinion. So this is on the 2 minute. The one here is the highest one so far. And let me compare the Nasdaq to the S&P real quickly. So let me get the daily chart here. So basically, Nasdaq has not taken out the low here. is 17338.75 and the low here is 7351. So this high has not completely taken out. We might go back to that at a later point in time. It's not totally taken here. We have also taken out the liquidity here. The 50-minute high here has been taken. So I will watch the Nasdaq as well. If we see any kind of market structure shift here on a lower time frame. That's not a very convincing market structure shift so far on Nasdaq. Let's scroll through. Weekly chart, bearish so far. Then daily chart, bearish as well. Let's put that away for a moment. The annotations went into the lowest fair value gap here, but didn't took a high out a low yet. Then 4 hour. We have a 1 hour fair value gap here. I'll mark that here real quick. We have traded into that. Then 15 minutes so far. Still below the open at an old high. Three minutes, we have the fair value gap here, so far below again as well. 2 minutes, we have a fair value gap here and the one here. So far nothing that gives me a trade entry here. So far no confirmation that it in fact want to go lower. Also the Nasdaq so far looks strong so far at this old high here. So we have to wait. I want to see this low here at 10.12 being broken aggressively. So I want to see price trade through this low here aggressively. That would show me that it in fact want to go lower. And here the same. How many? I actually want to go short here, might be wrong, but the stop has to be, would have been 30 handles. Oh my god, that's simply too much. That's not a good risk reward ratio. Don't trade with a 30 handle stop loss in S&P, to be honest. $30 So even if I feel like shorting, I I don't have confirmation yet, and I will not rush into it. So we will be patient and see if the perfect trade according to my standards or in my opinion forms. If you are watching, it would really cool if you, this is the channel, it would be really cool if you subscribe to the channel, give the video a like if you did so, and that would really help me for motivation to continue these live streams and to grow the channel and to continue. So it would be really cool if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to get in touch, you can hit me up on X, Mint Markets, and let me know. And I will also post any updates and the links here. All right, so now it looks like we are getting a market structure shift here. So in the S&P we broke this low. Let's see if we break it aggressively. And also in the Nasdaq I would like to see an aggressive run lower here with a closing below this low here at 1012. That would give me the confidence to enter a short probably. So we have taken out the low here in the S&P at 1012 as well. But so far it doesn't look extremely convincing. So far it's not too convincing. And I don't want to do a trade which I'm not feel very certain about. So we're just going to wait and see if a good setup with a good risk reward ratio forms. And we have in the Nasdaq we have a fair value gap here as well. So I'm looking if this fair value gap is being respected, or if we trade through it, if it will be if it holds price below, or if we go above it. And also here the red line, as you can see, is the old 15-minute high here being taken. And ideally I want to take a setup where after an old high of significance is being taken. So 15-minute significant high, 5-minute significant higher low. That is one of my trade criteria, so to say, as well. And yeah, the S so far, it kind of looks good, but I don't have the confirmation yet. We traded back into this. The first fair value gap really is the 3-minute that is visible. So we have broken the structure. We have traded back into the fair value gap, but so far it's not too convincing for my liking. Maybe I'm too conservative here, but also we have a lot of volatility. So if you're wrong here, it's not easy to get a tight stop here, and the volatility is really high today. Oh, B is saying hi here, so I suggest it's Benny. So just maybe you can, I think B was you, Benny, right? If yes, maybe you can confirm just with a short, yeah, perfect. Cool that you stopping by, Benny. Nice to have you. Um, and I'm looking to find a trade, and one fair value gap here. It's crazy how volatile the market is today, huh? Today we have the move from here, from the fair value gap to the current price, already 22 handles in the S&P. That was a whole daily range at the beginning of the year almost. And yeah, I'm looking for lower prices since we have taken out significant high here, and I'm looking for a short entry. I hope I will get a nice one. This one I was not confident with because it was before the real market structure shift. Now we do have a market structure shift, in my opinion, on the 5-minute, of course. High here, low here, higher high after taking out the sell side liquidity. So that's a market structure shift here, and I'm looking for a short right now. So I have to be focused. Now see if a fair value gap forms here, and if a fair value gap forms here, I will probably take it for a short. I don't see a very nice one on the 1-minute currently. I could potentially see one forming on the 2-minute here, maybe on the 3-minute, and then 5-minute as well. So and yeah, Benny also is a very experienced trader trading Elliott Wave. So maybe you can check his channel out as well. I think there is a Telegram. There's definitely a Telegram group, but you're also on other channels present as far as I know. So if you like Benny, you can just drop here your links as well. You can put your link in the commentary from your channel as well. Wouldn't mind. And you can check his community out as well. It's for free and he gives trade examples and live trades as well. And also live streams as far as I know, or you just started with live streams, right? Okay, so far no fair value gap formed. We have a fair value gap here on the 1 minute. Let me check out the Nasdaq. Maybe there is a setup on the Nasdaq. Not really immediate rebalance here as well. Actually, there was a setup. There's a setup on the Nasdaq. It failed. It failed. That fair value gap failed on the S&P. If I'm 100% correct here. So I have an edge here. I think we will at least see a movement down here. Not sure if we will make, I wouldn't bet that we make a huge lower low here because we've already moved very, very far today. However, I think we could still expect some lower prices intraday here. But so far I just don't get a setup here. So this is a fair value gap now. Do I want to take this? I'm not sure. It trades back into the 5-minute inversion fair value gap here, and then that looks, I don't think I want to short into this at the very moment. Why? Because first of all, it looks very strong just now, and also there is for me hard to define the risk here because I don't have a clear, nice, clean fair value gap here. Maybe I want to short. I want to short if we get back into this fair value gap here. I think I'm going to take a short here. Yeah, I will take the short here. And I will just do it with one contract since we have such a high volatility here. Let's see. I'm taking the short here into this 3-minute fair value gap here. After the market structure shift, we have a high, low, higher, high, and my stop goes above here. So we have approximately $1,000 stop here. And we will see if this fair value gap in fact holds prices lower. It looks very choppy here at the very moment. So it can be scary on the lower time frame. It actually is a little bit. But on the 3-minute, it kind of looks a little bit cleaner. And let's see if I'm right with my bias. We should not come back up here. Otherwise, I'm just wrong, and we're probably not. I'm probably wrong with my trade idea here anyways. I will put the, let's see, I will put the take profit. Let's define the take profit. So I want to measure the range here we started today. So I want to take this range here to this high here. The 50% level is approximately here. Yeah, so I will not take a very ambitious goal here. I will just put it below the low here. Since I'm measuring the price swing here, I'm taking the price swing here from this low to this high, 50%, and that's a possible retracement and target for me. So I want to see speed to the downside now. Let's see. I want to see lower prices now, and I don't want to see it stay strong here, come back, close above here. Man, the Nasdaq doesn't really look very weak at the moment. It's not a clean trade for sure. Price action is choppy. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too confident at the moment with the trade. This is not good that we closed here and are back above this red candle here. That's not good. We should better go lower soon and energetic. However, I can't scale out here since I have only one contract, and it's, I don't know, lowering the risk is not ideal here. It's a reasonable stop. Don't really know where I could potentially lower it, still being safe if we see a correction. Yeah, I guess we just have to stick with the trade for now. I closed it too early last week a couple of times. I will just see if we can finally manage to break lower. It would be good if we see large red candles here soon. It's not good if we stay here consolidated. That's not good. Or if we break the structure here on a closing basis convincingly. Internally, I already want to close the trade. Oh, nice. Another viewer is back. Hi, Abdul. Great to have you back. So nice. So two viewers I already know about Benny and Abdul today. I hope you're good, Abdul. I hope everything is fine back home. And yeah, I hope we can find some good trade today. Abdul, since you're also trading ICT concepts, um, let me know if you agree with my trade setup and with my trade idea. Let me know if you can see my trade as well, or if you have another bias or another opinion. All right, great. Um, doesn't need to doesn't need to be that we're right, but it's good to have the same opinion at least. Um, However, you have to stick to your own trade idea anyways. I always to um, try to not let myself influence by any other opinions, even though sometimes it's a good indication to know what the others do. Yeah, but I think like we'll probably not see way further prices than we already did. I don't think we see a huge lower low here today, since we already moved like crazy. But I think we can at least go back to the low of the opening range gap here. So of the purple shaded area, I think we can go at least to 5160 back maybe, and that's enough to carve out a short idea, or as I mentioned, the 50% of this range here, which is approximately my take profit here below this low here. So I think that's absolutely possible since we retraced and took out the morning session, the London opening session, 7 a.m. 15-minute high out, and we have, even though it's very, very choppy, it is technically a market structure shift on the 3-minute time frame, in my opinion. So Abdul, do you have a position on short as well right now? So are you in a trade as well, or do you have just the same bias or the same trade idea, or do you have actually a position open or had a position open maybe prior today? Also, Benny, let me know. Actually, Benny, if you're still watching, let me know if you agree first of all with my intraday bias and with my trade idea. Would be interesting. Oh, another viewer, Victoria. Hi, Victoria. Great that you're watching for the first time, I assume. At least you haven't commented in the chat so far. Cool to have you watching. And for everybody who is watching who hasn't liked the video yet or the stream or hasn't subscribed to the channel, would be cool if you do so, guys. Would help me as motivation and to grow the channel, of course. Okay, this reaction I don't like too much. So we have closed, the down close candle at 10:42 has closed, and I don't like a green candle close here. So I would like to see more speed and weakness to the downside. So this basically consolidating price action here is not what I like. That makes me a little bit nervous about the trade. And I definitely don't want to see a huge bullish up close here. I want to see it collapse here very, very soon. And with big red candles. So, but I will not make the mistake again that I will close too early. I already did. So last week I closed 2 trades too early, which would have been profitable. So I'll stick to that one now. I have a clear model and a clear risk management, so we'll just stick to it. A losing trade doesn't change anything on the long run, if you know what you're doing. So no positions for Benny today, no bias, but looks good indeed. Thanks for your feedback, Benny. And Abdul, you are in fact short on Nasdaq and S&P 500. Okay, great. So then I wish us both good luck today. I wish your good luck for your positions and mine as well. Hope that doesn't sound too selfish. I would be very careful today, would not took too much leverage and too much risk, because the volatility is crazy. The volatility is really crazy. 200 handles on the S&P, that's not bad. And just these little intraday moves here, like from the high to the low, 60 handles, that's just crazy. You gotta have respect before that volatility. All right. Come on, please drop here now. It's not very encouraging to see this up move so far. It's all stalling here. Nasdaq the same thing, not dropping but holding ground. S&P the same. So, and Victoria, first time live. Love you're doing. Thanks, appreciate it a lot. I'm doing this since, yeah, basically a month almost, and it's actually really it's really motivating to finally have some people watching and commenting, because otherwise I have the feeling I'm always doing that and no one is watching. So it's cool. I hope that I can give you some value with my analysis and with my trade examples, and that would be cool to have you on a regular basis here. I will definitely, my plan was to do this almost every day when my personal life allows it, until the end of the year, of course. And if the community grows and people like what I'm doing, then probably we'll do it much longer. Victoria, I don't know you yet already. I know Abdul, I know Benny a little bit. Let me know where you're coming from, what part of the world you're coming. And also, if you like, let me know if you're trading, what you're trading, how long you're trading, whatever you want to share, if you like. Yeah, Abdul, I agree 100%. The last high before New York kills on open. All right. Yeah. You can also see where my stop is placed. I think it's not possible to have it any lower without risking that the trade is prematurely stopped out. But I think that's totally reasonable, and we can see if the trade is in fact right or not. And yeah, the markets are choppy today. I mean, we have already moved so much before the market opens, so I think it's kind of natural that it's dropping now a little bit. Would not expect it to move another 200 handles here in this New York AM session. And from when, Benny, from when to when do I stream? I basically stream an hour a day. I mean, sometimes maybe longer if there's a trade, but I stream from 10 to 11 a.m. New York time. So as you can see on my screen, UTC -4, so from 10 to 11 a.m. daily. Austrian time, that's since you're in Austria as well, that's from 4 to 5 basically. I might start a couple of minutes early, and maybe I stick a little bit longer if there's something good to see. All right. Oh man, that trade is really nerve-wracking. It's not really doing what I want to see. And that's definitely not so good. That's not so good. A strong close here is not what I want to see. A green up close here. I'm really thinking about closing the trade here and don't know if I want to hold through this chop. I mean, so far Nasdaq looks kind of strong here, and S&P is also not really willing to drop here. What are we doing here? However you do it wrong. If you hold on, you get stopped out. If you close, it gets to your target without you. So yeah, exactly. Thanks, Abdul. I just saw that you answered 10 to 11 a.m. That's absolutely right. Silver Bullet, yeah, Benny, I don't think he knows Silver Bullet since he's not trading ICT concepts as far as I know. All right, so that trade doesn't look good anymore. That doesn't look good anymore. We have the last line of defense for me is this fair value gap. Otherwise, we will stop being. I think I will be most likely stopped out anyways. So we touch this 2-minute fair value gap here, 10:04 candle here. So this is the last line of defense. I definitely don't want to see price close above this or go through that. It's also the last lower time frame fair value gap in this whole price swing. So it really, really should not go any higher here. And I already don't like it. So it's not a very high probability trade anymore, in my opinion. It might still pay out or might still be profitable, but the high probability trades, they don't chop around like this. So this is already the trades I actually don't want to be in it too much. And I think I will move the stop now. I don't want to see this high being taken out again. I will lower my stop a little bit. I want to see a strong reaction lower now. I don't want to see this fair value gap here at 10.6 as support here. That should not act as support here. Yeah, let's see. I could close it here, break even now. I will just I will still hold on. But if you guys are in this trade as well or whatever, I'd be careful. I'd probably reduce risk now or I think if I would be here, I would be in this trade in a live account, I would close it here. I would literally close it here, break even, if I would be in this with real money. And also for you guys, I'm not in this trade, I'm not with real money. I sometimes, if I do demo trades here, I'm in it with real money as well in my private account. but on this one, I'm just in with the simulated account here. Um, yeah. All right, so maybe now that I'm back to the comments, and I really wanted someone to stream lol. Great. Um, yeah, I'm happy. I thought the same thing actually when I did I was always thinking, oh man, I wish there would be a student or a trader who does also ICT concepts or the same price action concepts and does live streaming. And I finally thought when I was confident enough to when I was when I felt confident enough to do this live and that I know that my analysis is good. I thought the same thing. So why if I sit in front of the chart anyway, why not streaming? And um, and probably someone else profits from that as well, and we can build up a community. King of a cooperation when we are all on one page. Okay, kind of a cooperation, yeah. Our stops probably are in the same pool when we're all on the same page. Then we have all the same liquidity. We're building up a huge liquidity pool all together for our stops being as a target. um, yeah, okay, yeah, that's cool. I'm just leaving my stop loss and take profit. Whatever happens, orders are placed. Yeah, that's good anyways. I think if you're confident, if you have a model, if you have a sound risk management, then you should just stick to your trade. I mean, of course, there might be some situations where you just know that you're 100% wrong. Then there's also, I think, then it's also good to close the trade and to prevent a bigger loss. But most of the time, I'm agreeing with you up to 100%. You should just stick to your trade idea, stick to your stop loss, and let the trade go. And my experience is that if I look at it statistically, um, if I just let every trade and every stop loss just pay out, let the stop loss hit or the take profit hit on the long run, it's better than if I start closing and scaling out and stuff like this. If you just stick to your trade, then it's usually better on the long run. Yeah, and since our for my since so many people are watching right now, if you like the stream, would be really cool if you subscribe to the channel, if you give the video a thumbs up if you like it, and if you subscribe to the channel, so that we can grow the community a little bit, and that would be a huge motivation for me to keep these streams up, keep these streams going, and yeah, if you can get something out of this stream, I would be happy. All right, so now it's 7 o'clock. We are in the last. We are in the 10:50 to 11:10 macro window, so we should see some volatility now. We should see some movement now. We have broken this high here, and we should see some lower prices now if I'm right with my trade idea. Still very choppy and nerve-wracking. All right, good so far. If I would have a All right, TT, thanks for your feedback. Yeah, I don't have a professional streaming equipment yet. I might get a microphone and a professional cam at some point, but I'm just doing this with my home equipment. I will try to speak a little bit louder. Thanks for your feedback. Um, but I think it's just my computer's mic that is causing the low volume. But I will try to speak up a little bit. Thanks anyways. Great to have you here, also the first time, I think. And yeah, cool that you're here and cool that you're watching. And I'm always happy for feedback, guys. So just let me know in the comments. Yeah, Abdul, you're just tightening everything, not a trading day to me. Yeah. Also for me, I think it's good to maybe. I was just about to say, if you are in a trade, if I would be in a trade, I would take partials here. Since I have only one contract, I cannot take partials here. But I think I will put the stop loss to break even now, or just a little bit in plus. Um, I don't want to see it come back uh, up here anyways. And I think the trade is a little bit choppy and nerve-wracking. So if I get stopped, I get stopped out. At least I don't. It's not a losing trade anymore. We have another. We have another fair value gap here. We have taken out already this high here, so it should not come back above this high here. And yeah, maybe my stop loss is too tight now, but again, I don't mind. It's just too choppy for me to risk it. It's definitely not a low risk, high probability trade with all this chop here. It should have already broken this low here if that trade was good. I mean, it's okay to have this 3-minute fair value gap as a reclaimed fair value gap. That's totally fine in my opinion. So what we had here, we also closed here in this fair value gap. We closed a little bit too high. We closed above the midpoint here. We have another 3-minute fair value gap here. So actually my stop should be above this high here. So if I get stopped out here, it's my own fault, just because I don't want to take a loss here anymore. But to be safe, I think the stop loss should be above this high here at 10.54. Just that you know what I'm thinking. And yeah. This should hold price below this fair value gap here, the 3-minute. ICT was live. Yeah, I think it was live actually today. Um, I looked a little bit into his live stream here today earlier before I started my live stream, and I think it's good stuff. So I think one should definitely watch the live stream he did today. I think he gave some good gimmicks, some good stuff here. I will watch it later in the evening. It's always good to never stop learning. I always try to improve. I always try to. I think you should stick to one strategy, to your basic strategy, but you can always refine it. I think it's not good to change your strategy all the time, but why not make it better? Build on a solid basis. If you can build up on a solid basis, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm really like, I see like about 10 people watching, so that's record for me for my young channel, and it's cool to have so many people watching and commenting here. I'm really happy to see that there is interest in live trading. All right, that's it. That's it. Finally stopped out. Finally, this trade came to an end. However, not a big deal. I knew that the trade was not ideal. And since we chopped so much, it's a pity, but still, at least not a loss. So I'm happy with my stop. So far, I'm happy with my stop movement. And again, I think like it would be interesting to watch if this high gets broken, because from the concepts I'm using, the stop should be above this 1040.54 high here. If that gets broken as well, I'm happy that I moved my stop to basically break even. So that's today's trade. That's the trade of today. And all right. So you've been also stopped out, Abdul. Yeah, I can see. I hope you just got stopped out on a small position, or maybe also break even. And yeah, yeah. It's okay, you know, sometimes you get stopped out. That doesn't change anything, that that the strategy works, that your concepts work, and over time you will be right and you will be profitable if you do the right things. So, oh, Cedric. Hi, Cedric. Another newer. Great that you're here, Cedric. Cool. Cool that you're watching. No entry for you. Can totally feel that market is really hard, really choppy today. So sometimes it's better to stay out. So nothing wrong with that, Cedric, in my opinion. You don't need to get every move. You really don't. It's better for your nerves and better for your pocket, for your money, if you take the high probability setups. And that's not it. And for you, Abdul, take it easy. You will win next time. And yeah, as I already said, the market structure was not clear. I mean, if you look at the 3-minute market structure, we had the market structure shift high, low, high here, but we came in once, twice, 3 times, closed in here. I thought here maybe after the close now we're really ready to go lower, at least for a short-term liquidity run, but we did not. Yeah. All right, Benny. I'm still cool that you watched. We keep in touch anyways. See you next time when you stop by, or we um, see you next time. And thanks for being here, and thanks for the comment. Yeah, I'm happy with the stop placement as well. I think for this price action, at least it's good that we didn't. We just made. I don't know. I don't even know how much. Okay, 50. 50 bucks at least, demo bucks. Better than nothing. But I basically, for me, that's break even. And yeah, I hope we see some clear market structure anytime soon. Actually, now it looks bullish again. But I don't think I will I will not take another trade in this session, I think. I might come back I might trade the New York PM session, but I don't think I will trade this morning session. I don't think I will take another trade. What we can watch is we can see if this wick, if the candle, the 15-minute candle at 11, the 11 o'clock 15-minute candle, we can see if that closes above the mean threshold of this wick. I will remove the drawings here so that we can see that better. So what I would watch next is I will take this 15-minute wick here, measure it, 50%. I can take this old high away. We can use this one, this line. So that's about the midpoint of this wick here at 10 o'clock. So we can see if the 11 o'clock 50-minute candle closes above the 50% level here, that's an indication that we're in fact bullish and that we might see higher prices intraday. So we can watch that, or you can watch that at home. So we have another higher on the Nasdaq. Let's check out the Nasdaq real quick. All right, we're almost back to the opening. Crazy retracement here. We have also market structure shift here on the hourly. And so far, the market holds ground. I'll remove the other drawings here. Yeah. So that's what I'm interested to see. We have 1 minute to the closing here. Would be interesting to see if we close above this red line at about 5237.5. And then the next buy side liquidity obviously is here, 5278. And sell side liquidity is here below this low, 518975. And here we have relatively equal lows here on the 15-minute, of course, 5145. And then if we should make a lower low at some point, 5120, the sell side here. All right, guys, I think I will close the stream soon. If you have any questions, if there's anything you're interested in my opinion, you can let me know in the chat. So I will stick around another maybe 2-3 minutes. I'm happy to answer any questions that you do have. I would be really happy if you like the video if you did so, and subscribe to the channel. That would be really cool. Would be a good motivation for me to continue the streams on a daily basis. And yeah, you can also keep in touch with me on Twitter if you like, on X. Everything is loading, so takes so long for loading for me at the moment, don't know why. So now I think you can keep in touch on Twitter, Mint Markets. I will post some information and links here. And yeah, it would be cool if you subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right, TT. Thanks for having you. See you next time. And I wish you all a very, very nice afternoon. All right, I think that's it. I will let you know tomorrow if I found anything in the PM session, and otherwise I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow I think I won't be back, to be honest. Tomorrow I'm taking my grandfather out on a trip, so maybe I won't be streaming tomorrow. If I can make it, I will still do it, but I can't promise. Otherwise I see you on Wednesday. Have a good one, guys.